From the News Channel 5 Network, this is Real Estate Real Talk with your host, Realtor Christy Wilson. Sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Real Estate Real Talk, Nashville's only live call-in real estate show where we invite you, the audience, to call in with any real estate question you may have. My name is Christy Wilson, and I'm the host of Real Estate Real Talk, sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services and Farmington Financial Group. And the Wilson Group Real Estate Services is a full-service real estate firm right here in Nashville, Tennessee. We have 25 full-time agents as well as a full-service property management division. So for any of your real estate needs, give us a call at 615-385-1414 or go to our website at wilsongrouprealestate.com. Give us a call this morning, anything real estate related, 737-7587. As we know, the market in 2013 was hot, so I've got two great guests with me today. One is a realtor who I thought was a 5-year in the business realtor, but she's an 8-year in the business realtor with us today, who is so knowledgeable and is going to be very fun and funny, Miss Laura Boldt with the Wilson Group. Hi, Laura.
Thanks for having me, Christy.
Thanks for being here. I've been wanting you on the show for some time.
Well, I'm excited, and what a great time to be talking about real estate.
That's
with all
right.
That's going on.
Beginning of the year, lots to talk about.
Yeah.
And we also have Liz Cruse with us. Liz is becoming my partner in crime on Real Estate Real Talk, and I love having you here.
It's
and thank you for being on.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
I'm never bored with you.
This is true. Well,
so far, none of you all are not boring at all. So we're going to have a fun show.
I think so. I hope people call in and have some questions for us. That always makes it more fun. It gives me something else to talk about for the rest of the day.
There you go.
Please call.
And one of the things I always try to tell people is I'm never bored, therefore I'm never boring. So it's like
I can attest
that's how
to that.
all of us should roll.
Absolutely.
So Laura, tell us a little bit about yourself. This is your first time on the show.
That's correct.
And I wanted you on here for a while.
Well, and like you said, I've been in the business, like you said, 5 years. It's 8 years. This spring is 8 years, and it's hard to believe. And I wouldn't be in the business that long if I hadn't gotten with your group. And I say that all the time, and I really mean it.
Thank you.
I'm just a Kentucky girl that moved to Nashville. I'm just a good old Kentucky girl that moved to Nashville 10 years ago, and had property management skills that my dad was like, you should get into real estate, and it just seemed right, and I did, and it's been the best thing. I just love it. I love every aspect of it. I love my people, meeting my people. I love being with the Wilson Group, and
good.
I can't wait to set roots here. And now I have a 1-year-old, so my life is changing, and setting roots in Nashville feels.
You've had roots for a while here, though.
I feel like it. I mean, 10 years. I think that classifies as being.
I think you're a native.
Thank you.
You're a native.
Well,
I know. No, I'm a Kentucky girl at heart. But anyhow,
she does wear Kentucky blue on Saturdays.
That's right. So go Cats out there. Any of the Cats fans? But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I'm anxious to get in and start talking about real estate.
Good. And Liz is with Renaissance Bank.
And I've been in the business for 20 years, so I don't like to really disclose my age, but I think that tells you something. So a very
It's hard
long time.
when you get started the business at 10.
Exactly. So I've seen a lot of changes, and the industry is definitely evolving. It's like a turning wheel, and there's a book called Who Moved My Cheese? I think my cheese wheel gets moved all the time because of all the industry changes. So we definitely are always on our toes and have to be on top of things and keeping on top of regulations, and also with y'all with what's going on in the real estate market and foreclosures. So we're never bored. So therefore we can't be boring.
Yeah,
right?
you're not boring. Well, one thing in real estate, and Laura will attest to this too, is it's always changing. It's always evolving. And I know at the beginning of every year when the mortgage changes happens or some type of change happens, we're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And we've been doing it long enough now. It's like, this time next year, it won't even feel like a change. You just roll with it, and you just sort of flex with it, and before you know it, it's just normal again.
You're always going to have to buy a home.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
You have to have a place to live.
This is true, and we want you to buy and not rent. Well, if you rent, that's fine too, because we do have a property management division. So we're happy to help any way you need help in your real estate needs. Before we get on to the meat of the subject, though, I like to do the news you can use, and part of that is home sale numbers. So we rounded out 2013 in home sale numbers up 13.7% 18.5% over the year. So from 2012 to 2013, year over year, we were up 18.5%. What's significant about that number is that we were up 25% from 2011 to the end of 2012. So it's been really great to see the home sale numbers come up like they have. Keep in mind, this isn't your appreciation. We did not appreciate 18.5% in overall sales. That's the number of closed transactions when you compile single family, multifamily, condos, and land. We ended at the year with over 30,000 closings. Again, another significant number because at the height of the market, there were 40,000 sales. So I don't anticipate us getting back to 40,000 sales because that becomes really hard to sustain those type of numbers. But a $30,000 closed transactions is really
that's strong.
A really good year. I anticipate 2014 to be the same, and we'll talk a little bit about that too, of what we think that's going to look like. Billy Hamburg, as I mentioned, with Farmington Financial Group, is our sponsor, and spoke with Billy yesterday. He gave us an update on rates, and you can lock in at a 15-year rate at 3.5% and a 30-year at 4.5%. And as Liz will attest, rates jumped up at the beginning of the year, and now that, well, it's still the beginning of the year, and they trickled back down just a hair this week, I guess.
Really about the last 10 days. So Billy and I are both very happy about that.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. So moving right along, Laura Monin Boldt. Laura just got married 3
Well, you said you're so good with time. Let's hear how long ago. Because sometimes I forget. I think it's 4 years. Going on 4 years.
4 years in
But I was
May.
in the business before I got married, so I'm one of those that had their name, changed their name, and it's been kind of awkward. But
It's kind of awkward. So
I don't know who I am sometimes.
Give Laura a call. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, you can call her at the Wilson Group at 385-1414. As you will learn today, she is such an amazing agent. She takes such good care of her clients, and so much of her business now is repeat business from her clients coming back to her who are moving again or referring their friends and family to her. And what's your email address, Laura, if they wanted to get in touch with you?
Well, I have a RealTrax address, which is LMONIN@realtrax.com. But find me on the Wilson Group page is probably the easiest way, because I know we said my name change, it kind of got complicated. So, but yeah, so find me on the website and she'll be able to transfer you to my email.
There you go. There you go. So Laura, tell us a little bit about with the market being active, what did you see in 2013?
It was so hot. You know, I got in 2008, and so when I got in, it was a little bit trickier of a time. Things had kind of gone, which I'm so thankful that I was able to get into the time that you just had to just be so feisty and work so hard for every transaction.
Yeah.
So it gave me a great foundation for today's kind of market. But it was so hot and it was fun and fast, but on the other side it was hard for your buyers, hard to talk to them and get them. They'd get excited about a house and it would, multiple offers, and it was hard. It's a hard time being a buyer, but
because this was the year that everything transitioned from being a really tough market with very few buyers in the marketplace, and they could take 3 weeks to think about it, to having 3 minutes literally to think about it when you came in the house, and the multiple offers were.
That was scary, and it's hard to tell a buyer, okay, you got to make a fast decision, and we got to go over list price, and we got to do everything to make this transaction more attractive than the next,
Right.
So that was difficult, but it's where you have to be a good agent, and your people trust you and know that you want what's best for them, and you're not going to lead them down the wrong path.
And we're going to get into the trust issue because that's so important about being a realtor when we come back from this break. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Laura and Liz. Y'all stay tuned.